I always think, and and the credit to the likes of Saka and Rashford, have come out of that horrible situation that happened in the final, and moved on with their careers. And Saka, as I said, for such a young lad, is performing very well for England.
Mm.
Listen, I think you're never going to get away. There's always going to be a few idiots.
Mm.
As I said, doesn't matter what happens on Sunday. There's always going to be someone or some people who's going to criticise and have these type of racial remarks or something like that. Up until everyone's got to get behind the team. I'm sure they will. It's a fantastic occasion for everyone, including the fans. And unfortunately, if you don't win, somewhere down the line, one of these keyboard warriors are going to criticise whatever happens. The FA, PFA, managers, players, even the media, have done so much to try and, out these people and put it out there, and as an education to people, about we won't tolerate this type of discrimination against all different creeds and kinds and colours. You know what I mean? We won't tolerate, and so we've kind of really got together as a whole to try and, put it out there so that we won't tolerate it. And I think we're doing it. The message is getting out there. The message is getting out slowly, but it's getting out there. To be honest, you're probably playing the best team in the tournament in Spain. I think they've shown that, throughout the tournament. Their style of football, getting past the Germans, getting past the French, create loads of chances. In fact, why England have underperformed and still managed to reach the finals, which is a great thing for us. But I think now they're going to come up against a very, very good side. And, a lot of the teams that when I've analysed the games and watched the games, they seem to get a goal in front and then think, oh, let's try and defend it, let's try and hold it. Whereas the Spanish, as we saw against Georgia, they get one, then they get two, then they want to go and get three and go and end up winning 4-1. I played with South at Middlesbrough and at England, and South is one of those really, really calm people. He doesn't let things fluster him. He knows that, any manager knows, even myself, that, as soon as you take the job, you're going to be, out there to be criticised, more so as an England manager. It's probably tenfold, maybe 20-fold. So, Scav's been in the job long enough now, for 8 years. He knows, and had enough criticism in 8 years, the way it's just water off a duck's back. So that he's actually tried to make changes to benefit the side. Yes, the performances haven't been great. Does it really matter now? No, because we got a chance of making history. So that's the good thing about it. So all the criticism won't bother Graham. It won't change the way he thinks. It won't change the way he sets his team out, and it won't change the players that he puts into that 11. I just kind of, when I hear Jude Bellingham and that talking about the siege mentality within the ranks, I totally get that. I totally understand it, and I've been part of it. If you go back to Euro '96, before the first game, we all went away to Hong Kong, and it was that kind of, right, we need to show them now. We really actually, in a different way, but we were getting slaughtered from all corners, from the public, from the fans. So there was that siege mentality within the camp.